Welcome back, everybody, to Oxygen Not Included. The reason I am recording a day early, I was going to start at 21 because I was going to give myself 7 cycles to get this all under control. The reason I'm recording early is because look at this. A Pipsqueak. We need that. And so we're going to print this, and then we're going to render it. And then we're going to relocate it to over here. This is going to be the highest possible priority because it's a pip. What pips do basically is they grab seeds. In this case, I put the seeds over here, and they plant them in the ground. And that means we will be able to start a garden that requires nothing. They'll grow wild, the nymphs will provide light, and that'll be that. Which one's the oldest one? This one. So we're gonna kill it. Okay, we only really want 2 or 3, and so we're just going to. Okay. Now they can actually illuminate the little bristle blossoms, and hopefully that pip does its job and it plants stuff. And also, oh my god, that is perfect. It's glowing. New thumbnail check. Okay, and then I have these in here. They're going to be incubating, and once they hatch, we will have wild puffs. Then eventually they will get domesticated, meaning they will consume more. My one problem is this. Slump. When there's normal oxygen, it dies off, but in here you can see the amount of germs is going up because it thrives in polluted oxygen, and so temporarily, we're just going to live with it. Okay, we're just going to live with it. Eating food with slime lung doesn't hurt you. It's only breathing it that hurts you. So we can still eat the puffed meat. But, yeah. As for these guys, I think I'm going to wait to make this a corral or whatever. Because, like, we don't really need to do it. There's nothing making us turn this into a little ranch area. Because, they're wild. They'll just keep making eggs and keep breeding. And we can also get these guys at some point. I wonder if there's any other puffs. There's, the natural gas geyser. That's very important. Drecos are also very important because their wool and the lily, whatever they're called, thimbleweed. Thimbleweed and Dreco wool is used for atmosuits. But what's more important than that is glossy Drecos. They eat mealwood and bristle blossoms, meaning if I feed them mealwood instead of the normal balm lily and pinch of pepper nuts, I can eventually get plastic out. And plastic is a very important resource, and otherwise I would have had to go all the way down to the crude oil area. And then I would have to refine it and use up all my resources, yada yada yada. This is a lot easier. Creature comforts. Bird's comfortable lounge. Should I get my puffs little condos? That is not a priority. I shouldn't be prioritizing. Yeah, sadly, over time, this is starting to turn into oxygen. This won't be a problem once I have Prince Puffs, and they are influenced by what gases are. And so if there's more oxygen, the Prince Puff will do oxygen puffs, dense puffs. They create oxalate instead of slime. Which honestly isn't that great. It is what it is. How's this guy planted? I think he needs to be an adult. I'm glad I have a little nature reserve. I don't have a lot of morale boosting. I was gonna make this into a recreation room. Hold on, screw that for a second. I want some decoration. The sooner I get this out of the way, the sooner I can remove these ladders. I don't know why that's there. Okay, it is cycle 21. We still haven't gotten our whole slime thing figured out. I was just gonna mine out this area, but with this being here, that's gonna be difficult and kind of fun. So we're not gonna do that. But what we can do is we can farm puffs, and they'll produce slime, and then that slime can be turned to algae, which can then be turned into oxygen. It kind of would be easier just to store all the slime in a room and then put deodorizers in there. But my only problem with that is slime. Another thing I could do, which I don't want to do because then they'll give me tropical fries. Tropical tacos, right? And they eat only certain things. I guess they eat a lot. Jeez. Goldfish. Never had a goldfish. 1,000 kilocalories. What's the difference? Yeah, these like higher temperatures. So once I raise the temperature, they will still be alive. What temperatures can puffs be? So they can live up to the same temperatures. So what I could do is I could research. I'm not gonna do it yet. What I could do. Development. Where is it? There was a thing that just space heater. Or you know what? I could just get one of those wood heaters, except I don't have any wood. So space heater will have to do. But if I get a space heater, and then I put the space heater in here, I can basically zap out all that slime. And then I just have to make sure this stuff does. It's spreading. Ooh, this polluted oxygen up here. That's bad. It is slowly getting cleaned out. It won't be bad forever, but it is. It is good. Yes. Okay, so fish feeder. What does it take for something to be? What does it take? A stable. Ranching building. So I'm guessing technically that counts. Their wildness is still 100%, so I'm just gonna ignore it for now. But if it starts going down, I'm gonna have to deconstruct this. I also don't like the fact that they're eating all the fungal spores. I need those, and I can move the pip later and get them, but for now, please sweep things up. Ooh, they're actually making these. Okay. They don't have the best on this. There's a lot of algae up in here. One thing that I really don't want to do, but I'm gonna have to do, is I think I'm gonna create an airlock. A water airlock, and I'm going to dig a giant hole allowing all the polluted water to flow down here, all the hydrogen to flow up. It's a messy process and it's not going to work very well, but it's gonna have to. We're not going to feed them quite yet. The wilderness is still 100%. Okay. I've never farmed fish in the game. I should probably mention that I've never farmed fish in the game. Over here is doing well. Like, my mealwood is growing really well. How's my water? My water is also doing perfect. Once I get plumbing in place, I'm going to be consuming a lot more, but for now, it's all good. I think before I do the water airlock over here, I need to do this place. And you basically expect it. So we're gonna have like a dip down. And then we're gonna fill this with water and then gas kick it. Assuming it doesn't evaporate or freeze. Why you want something good for heat. But for now, we'll just have to work with water until we get crude oil. Unless there's something else, like brine could work well too, but I guess not. Alright. So that's like the gist of it. And then bottler, full bottle emptier. Check. Okay. What I want is what I want. And until that gets dug up, I don't want to do anything else. Hey, you can get electrical engineering. I'm just really excited for the puffs, because puffs are adorable and they're my favorite thing ever. Like, look at it! It's 47% incubated. It is almost there. We almost have our puffs. Okay, this Pipsqueak is still a little baby. I don't think it's planted anything yet. I don't think it, you know. I probably shouldn't put it at 9. I should probably put it at 6. Because that's silly to put it at 9. But we'll have these automatically growing. Like even when it's like really far away from everything, they produce quite a bit of light. Like even all the way over there, 900 watts. Oh nope, that's because I went outside. I mean, if they were all to fly to one area, that would, yeah. Okay. What next? Ooh, eggs. Okay, I want to find an area to put those. Because I got these little ranching stalls, but... I don't know. I don't want to dig out in that area. I don't want to dig up in the rain. So what space could I use for the hatches? Because hatches can give us refined material without creating too much heat. At the expense of some metal, which sucks. What are you gonna do? I need to create a container. I'm gonna create it like that. That way they can't just jump over. You know what I mean? And then I need... Darn it, it digs into slime. Again, I hate having to put a deodorizer in every single gosh darn place. But you know what? It's... Wow. Okay, before we dig up that... In fact, we're gonna make the deodorizer a priority. And then we're gonna dig that. And then... Pipes. I mean, I could do... Actually, let's just do pneumatic door. It's not gonna be priority 6. What else can I shift? Not really in much. One habit that I should have gotten into at the start of this would have been to set priorities of everything to 1 and then bring them up as I go, instead of them having all default 5. Now we can do the critter comforts, future comforts. The airborne critter comfort. That would be so cute. Can you imagine the puffs just all up here? Oh, melts my heart. Okay. Ooh, wait. What I could do. Deconstruct this crap. Dig that. This we can auto harvest and have be a 7 because this means because it's above the corral area, we won't have to dig it up. And if we get a supply of thimbleweed fiber, we can make our exosuits. And that is very important. And so we're going to do that. Again, I'm really not that good at the game. I don't know why people think I am. Right. It is what it is. Remove. Oh, there's already a hatch. Okay, we are going to sweep. Ooh, slime doesn't have a place to go. Hey, don't work on it yet. I'm going to set priorities. This is not a huge priority. We're going to put it. But this would also mean... Yeah, we could get more fish. See that? Fish. Pneumatic door there. That is not a pneumatic. I remember when I first played this game, I'd call it a poo pneumatic door, even though the P is silent, which I still don't understand why it even exists if it's silent. Like, why is pneumatic spelled that? As someone who grew up with English as a native language, I don't understand. I don't, and I probably never will. Also, how do I make the tiles like this? Because, like, I really like those tiles, but I can't make them. Also, I really wish I could make this. Things active. I think I need increased construction for that. Oh, wait. They didn't have enough breath for that. Steve, yeah, I'm gonna give you a Okay, that all it does, improved agriculture. In that case, I don't need him. Frankie's gonna be stressed. No, Frankie. Okay, so Frankie, now that we have furniture, okay, we're gonna go to furniture again. We're gonna have a recreational building, and then we need decoration. That'll work for now. Okay. Once you get this top part done, it'll make it a lot easier, and I don't have to worry about it. As far as the drywall in the back, And then you all may not see what I see when I do this, but we're making this crap priority 7. Oh yeah, and the relocate here should also be set. They are of equal priority. Also, turns out they can jump over to block I. That makes me mad, so. Ooh, they're planting stuff. Get body temperature. Ooh. That's good. That's good. So it was too low for a second. Okay, so now there's thimbleweeds. What the hell happened? No, is my game bugged? Okay. I'm gonna save. And then I'm gonna load the latest save. Save I just did. Okay. It was not a permanent bug. Good. I no longer want these here. Relocate here. Priority. No more putting thimbleweed seeds in. We have 3. Now that we have 3, the pip can be fed. And they're going to keep creating seeds. We can just hope that other stuff is good. We're going to have the seeds be top priority right now. Okay. Ooh, someone's skills went up. They'll be able to demolish Gravitas buildings. Gravitas? These things that were built by the previous dwellers. And I'm gonna sweep. I'm gonna do priority 7 again here. Because it's supposed to be a nature reserve. It's supposed to be pretty and neat and nice. We've got to make sure it looks good. In here, I'm purely sweeping it for like. That's only going to be a 6 if we don't need it. In here is, once again, it's high priority. Okay, I want my cluster, and I want it to grow. Fun fact, random tangent about Steven Universe. Do you know that the cluster is an actual gemstone? A cluster is a gem. And so, I like how even the artificial gems in the show are based off of real, actual gems. I'm doing this 1x1 because I don't want to deconstruct the stuff like that. That wouldn't be great. And then I think I'm going to do a second water cooler on the other side and then mirror it. And then I'm going to do a sculpting block, I think. I don't know quite yet. I do know that I can do this. I can't do that. Blueprint is... Okay. Research. I want to go up here. That way I can get natural gas, whatever refinery, petroleum generator going, because that would be nice. That would be very good. Also have an oil well and pumps. Mini pump. Give me those. Those would be convenient. I hate the noises. I like how there's a cold biome up here. I want to keep the Weezeworts wild, but I also want them to be contained at the same time. I know it's kind of weird, but I think I'm going to put them into like little mini nature reserve. Balm Lily. Supplying, decorating, blah, 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 blah. The era seems okay, but can't do building errands, kind of sucks. And also, I don't need a researcher. Like, supplying could be cool. I don't like any of them. I guess having some seeds is better than having no seeds, so I'll take a seed. I don't. Ooh, now that this is all done, I can dig in here. And then what I plan to do is once I get into here, I'm going to build a little base area. And then I'm going to dig that, and then do one more. And then this is a really tedious process, getting this around here. It is unnecessary. And then digging... priorities, they're all fine. Having this set up and ready to go is going to be a life changer. I can't use all this polluted water just for fish. But the thing is, if I open these, they can just flow freely in between. That is good. And I'm gonna have to do one more thing. And it doesn't interfere with this! Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah! It's perfect! It doesn't interfere with the natural gas geyser. I could actually do a natural gas plant here. I could have it pumped over here. And the water, since there's already water here, I could have like a little pool of polluted water. And then I could... Huh? What? Who? Oh, never mind, I guess. Oh my gosh, again with that. Can this dude actually, I don't know, plant stuff? Like, I'm glad he's planting thimbleweeds, and he's eating the thimbleweeds, and he's happy, and he's doing good. But also, I'm doing this for a farm, not for the sake of it. What I also need is I need ox ferns planted in. So I could close off this, get ox fern seeds. Oh. Get ox fern seeds. And I can put them down here. Oh. Wrangle that from the video. Why aren't these being moved? I'm bringing that up. I don't want these hatching. They're not gonna hatch for you. Okay, so for food, we need a grooming group. Plastics! Ugh. We're gonna have to tap into here sooner than later. Which sucks because, like I said, it is extremely annoying. It is cycle 29 and I lost track. And with that, we're gonna end the episode. And then once again, I'm gonna do that thing where I take 7 cycles to, you know, get stuff done, and then if something big happens, I'll start recording, and then we'll start there until the next multiple of 7. And so with that being said, if you like the video, leave a like. If you have any feedback, leave it in the comments down below. If my brain is not working right now, oh my goodness. If you want more of my content, you can subscribe, and if you want notifications when I post, ring the bell icon, and I will see you in another video where I will probably have the prehistoric planet pack because it came out today. You won't be seeing this until like a Saturday way later, but I am recording this June 12th when the prehistoric planet pack comes out, and I am so happy. And you all enjoy your day. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.